Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greenheart, and once again, welcome back to Territory Idol. Okay. Wait, I almost forgot. I do need to set the timer. Yay. Alrighty. Okay then. So with that going. Okay, so why are we looking at this? Well, as you do know, we did get this, which, ages ago, which gave us the Paladin, I think? Yeah, because this gave us the Frog. So yeah, that gave us the Paladin, which we have not actually been able to use yet. Well, as of an hour ago, I was actually able to use it. And this episode, at least this round, I will be showing you, at least from as far as I have gotten into the game, which admittedly is like stage 2 of who the fuck knows. I think there's like let's see, there's the initial first continent. That's stage 1. There's unlocking. Okay, I don't know if this is how it's actually done, but this is how I would set up the stages. So obviously, first stage is the very first continent, getting past the first continent. That first, technically that could be considered either stage 1 or stage 0. I'd probably consider it personally, I probably would more consider it a stage 0, since it's really nothing. You're trying to you're learning the game. That's essentially what that is. You'll get maybe your first 1, maybe first 2 empire points on your first continent, depending upon how long you put off getting to hitting the sail button for the first time. So that would be stage 0. Stage 1 would essentially be essentially getting to the point of unlocking. So really, I'm technically on stage 1 with that system, because right now I'm which again, I'm saying, it's this right here, unlocking all of this. So once I hit 100, figure out what those two are. I did look it up. I don't remember what they are. Obviously that's English, which is the first one you technically unlock at 20 points. I currently have 26 points. I am in fact actually saving them up for this right here, which admittedly isn't all that useful right now. Technically, I mean, yes, it's 1% more production per tile for the 4 main resources, which is wheat, wood, stone, and faith. So that is technically useful, but more important is that would essentially get me here, which would be buying tiles through faith. So at that point I would have, again, and I've mentioned this before, but at that point I would actually have 3 sources of unlocking tiles. Gold, which really is the first one that you unlock, and then there's the hero, superhero technically, because I do have America 2, the second American node, which turns the academy to a heroes academy to a superheroes academy. But either way, so that's the first 2, which you're gonna have the majority of the time, depending upon your playstyle, you're gonna have it the majority of your initial time in stage one, which is the initial empire point rush, getting to unlock this right here, which I need to hit that. You need to hit all of these each, and I did count, if I'm remembering correctly, it's 1, 3, 6, 10, 20. So each one requires 20 empire points. So technically, right now, I could hit this button and max out Russian and have 6 points left over. I could do that. I might do that. I probably won't. I do like this, how we are right now. See, the bonuses that, like, if I were to do that, the bonuses that I really do want, English is not so important. Neither is Romans. The Egyptians is definitely good because it does give bonus gold. The Superheroes Academy isn't all that useful, although it does give 3% more HP, shield, and damage. But with the Paladin, you will see that that's not really that important. So most likely interestingly enough, except for maybe that, so what I probably would do, the bow, I haven't even touched it, so that's not too much of a concern either. So, like, I might go, like, if I were to do that, like, if I were to do it, since I would have 6 points extra, what I probably would do is I would probably, like, go Egypt 2, and then Greek, Japan, and Romans 1. Actually, no. I would do Greek, America, Romans, Japan. The Japanese one, it takes twice as long for heroes to tire out. That's not too much of a concern for me either, since most of the time my heroes don't last that long. That is to say, long enough for tiring out to be a concern. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and say, I'm not sure where I should put the thing. Maybe I'll put it over in with the stone. Okay, let's see. Forest camp. Yeah, I do use the customs house for. Oh wait, shit. What was the customs house? It was Russians, which I'd be maxing out anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. That's why I didn't notice it, because I wasn't looking at the Russians one. So that is actually fine. So I'd keep that, which is essentially early gold production. Like without Russians 2, which turns into the custom Russians 3 technically, but like without as that we'll do it at 10 instead of 20. But either way, even at 20, like right now, if I'm remembering correctly, this is 20. Yeah, because it's 5 units of 4, which 5 times 4 is 20. So like right now, without Russians 2, as you would know, as those of you who play would know, without Russians 2, I would not be generating gold per second right now. And granted, without American 2, it would be 20 gold per second as opposed to the 40 that I am currently getting. But again, that's not that much of a concern for me. Because with the fame bonus, I get a lot of gold anyway. So let's do the queries. Let's do the query. Let's do the query. And then that will be the first academy. Temple. And yes, you do get Amber. I don't remember why or how. Well, I do remember the how, but I don't remember the when. But you do get Amber from unlocking tiles. I don't remember like when it gives it to you, but you do get Amber from doing tiles. So there is that. Do we get that? No, I'm gonna have to do some schools. School. And I will probably also have to do this. I'm not too concerned with the abdication right now, or technically the other things, which is, well, I'm not too concerned with it anyway, since I have my heritage, so I won't be concerned with that button. And I'm not too concerned with the third button, which you see once you get Alright, so Paladin can spend holiness to get special holy upgrades. That's the button. And so again, as I was saying with the whole, which one was it? Was it American? Yeah, with this, the 3% HP shield and damage, I'm not too concerned with that whatsoever, because one, Berserker doubles damage, so that's fine. Two, Paladin, if you have the patience to get Ronin up to level 20, which obviously I did, with a little bit of finagling, but that finagling did end this morning, about maybe like an hour and a half ago. But either way, as you can see, the holy shield that it gets gives HP and armor, which with holiness you can upgrade. Now, of course, right now I have 0 holiness, but this is where the interesting part comes in. If you remember from earlier episodes, or if you're playing the game yourself, the chicken god has a little fun third bonus, which that bonus, for those of you who don't remember, adds your wheat production to holiness production. So let's say we were later on and we had the ability to produce a couple of billion wheat per second. What that would do is essentially we'd also be producing billions of holiness per second. Now, yes, you could sit there and say, Well, yeah, that benefits you upgrading the religion bonuses, which again the third one does that, and each time it compounds, it adds more. So, like for instance, if it was at 3 and we were making 1 billion wheat per second, with that bonus at 3, we'd be getting 3 billion. Now, that's without the ritual. Without the ritual, we're making 1 billion wheat per second. It would be 3 billion holiness if that third bonus was at 3. So if we did the ritual bonus, which multiplies your wheat, which would multiply the wheat production by 5, so instead of 1 billion, we'd be getting 5 billion. With that bonus at 3, we'd be getting 15 billion wheat per second. Well, 15 holiness. 15 billion holiness per second. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a lot of holiness per second. And it is even more so when we take in consideration the Paladin's special upgrades. Especially considering this one. That one. Quickly kill 1% of total monsters. During an exorcism, hero will take 50% less damage, and the hero will be 50% less tired, if applicable. This does not work offline or if you switch the browser tab. I'm assuming that this used to be like on congregate kind of thing. I don't know. Like browser tab. I'm playing this from Steam, so that doesn't really matter to me. Unless it's saying like if you alt tab, in which case, oh well. But yeah. So of course right now technically I could do. In fact, I think I will. So there's the Pantheon. I am actually going to quickly go ahead and do that so that we can grab that as well. And then grab Chicken God. Then we're going to do that. That again so that we can turn and grab that. Now, as you saw before, I was only making 5 holiness per second. I grabbed this Happy Chicken, which is wheat production value is added to holiness. Suddenly, I'm making 252.4 thousand per second, which technically would be 252,400. Which actually it's not, because I'm only making 252.39 wheat per second, plus of course the 5, so it probably bumps it close enough that it just rounds it up. Of course we can do this, which of course makes that barely anything, but here's the interesting part. What happened? Because remember, our ritual, our do previous ritual was this, which includes that. What's going to happen if I hit that button? Well, let's find out. I've hit the button. So now we're making 1.2 1.26 million per second. Let's take a look at the religion. Oh dear. The reason is because we're during the wheat ritual, we're multiplying wheat production by 5. But we're also multiplying holiness by 5. So essentially, I would be making this if I had that at 25. Nope. Oh no, that's billion, never mind. Okay, so let's go in here. As you can see, we are making a bunch of holiness. So let's grab some shield. Let's grab some AAP. Sure, let's grab even more health. Let's grab some battle speed even. And yes, I did upgrade my 2 main weapons, which is this one and this one. I haven't tried out all of the weapons, so if you guys know of a weapon that's like weapons that are better, then, well, feel free to say so in the comments. Okay, let's see. What shall we do? I'm not sure. Hold on, I'll let that down real quick. Could have sworn I heard something. Oh well. Alrighty, let's see. I suppose it doesn't really matter, so let's do this. Oh yeah, and I also got the mentorship up to 21.5 thousand%, so there's that as well. Of course, as we improve the wheat gain, we also improve the holiness gain. Which, I don't know, like, I personally wouldn't really consider that cheating, I guess. Like, for lack of a better phrase. Like, it's not really cheating, since it's a part of the game. Like, I doubt the developer... Oh, I did it again. I doubt the developer, like, weren't expecting people to figure this out. In fact, I'm heavily doubting it. Sorry about that. I would cut what I just did, but I'm not confident in my editing abilities. So, yeah. Really, like, I wouldn't really recommend, like, doing the mentorship button specifically as much as I have done until later on. At least until you've either purchased or acquired enough amber to hit this button. The reason being is because, as you know, leveling up your hero does require a lot of wood. Which, let me just get these two level 1, or not level, but 120, so we're making 6 per, in, well, technically 12 per with the Superhero Academy, since it doubles it. As you can see, we're making 48 as opposed to 24. Now let me just quickly go ahead and go Cathedral. I might do a yeah, I'm gonna do another pyramid since, alright, I can't abdicate during a ritual, which we'll be able to see in a little bit. So, yeah, really, how I would do this is in the initial stages of a continent, definitely, at least until you have like enough tiles that you can easily pull up a forge. Once you've got the forge and you've leveled up some weapons, namely the two that I've leveled up, at least if you want to, like, my strategy. So in the initial stages of a continent, use the Berserker, because that does double your damage. Specifically with axes. So, yeah. I'm tempted to move the webcam to on that screen instead, since I'm looking at that screen most of the time. Kind of. Alright, let's see. If I were to abdicate right now, I would essentially double my gold. A little bit less than double, since it's 17 million. Oh, 17.6 million. And right now I have 20, which is growing by 48 per second. But, shit, I closed it. Yeah. So, right now, yeah, it's a lot. Obviously, I will continue grinding off camera. Jesus Christ. He actually hit it. Holy shit. He actually hit it. Like, I buffed him enough Granted, that means nothing right now because I had already buffed him enough that he was able to do it. Like I was expecting him to be dead. Oh, and that is the timer for the 30 minutes. So technically the episode is done, and we in fact see that is 100,000, and he in the end got 10 million, which apparently was enough. I could hit the button again. I could hit mentorship again and have it just be completely and utterly obnoxious. Well, not really obnoxious, but that's, see, that would be 129,500% doubled with God of War. So that would be 200. $60? Hold on, let me quickly pull up my calculator. Really? Oh, perfect. Okay, so let me see. Let me just do it quickly. 1.21.5 plus 108 equals, yeah, that would be 129.5. So 129,500 without the bonus from God of War. But with the bonus, it would be 259. So 260. I was slightly off, but yeah, that would be 259,000% more experience. That is worth it. Hold up, how much gold? 21.6 million. I got 24. Alright, I'm hitting the button. Okay, so with that, thank you all for watching. Do not forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and hit that bell icon to be notified of the next time I upload a video. And I shall see you. And remember, Hail Sithis, Hail Shiva. I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.